Now that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is finally released, and with the end of The Mandalorian Season 1 and production for Season 2 already getting through itself as we speak by Disney and Lucasfilm, a lot of fans are very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney and Lucasfilm is that we do know that they are now in a phase of expanding the franchise into something new, into something very, I guess you could say, true to the hardcore fans and to the casual fans that love the prequels, the originals, and stuff around those lines. Obviously, we do know that Disney Plus is going to be a home of a library worth of Star Wars material in the form of live-action TV series, as well as animated TV series to come in the near future. So far, we got The Mandalorian, we got the Cassian Andor TV series, we got the Kenobi TV series, and more to come in the future. Now, with that being said, Disney and Lucasfilm, like I say, they have this plan in place to create a new Star Wars universe, essentially modeling it after the MCU, which a lot of fans have been expressing, criticism over that on whether or not that's a good or a bad idea to have all of the different live-action TV series connect to each other, and also to the new movies to come throughout the 2020s. Now, with that being said, what's rather intriguing and exciting has all to do with the development of one of the other TV series for Disney Plus by Disney and Lucasfilm, is that it's explained that both Disney and Lucasfilm are currently developing the future of the Star Wars franchise after Episode 9, and have over 10 years worth of live-action projects currently in the works that are a mixture of live-action TV series and even movies. It said that they are looking into expanding the franchise and to tell new tales of familiar and fan-favorite characters, starting off with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and are even in the talks of developing a Mace Windu TV series. However, currently Disney and Lucasfilm are said to be planning a Darth Vader TV series for Disney Plus for some time in the 2020s that would tell new stories of Vader after the events of Order 66. This plan comes from Disney CEO Bob Iger of trying to capture new and exciting moments for fan-favorite characters of the Star Wars franchise. Now, it's actually said that Disney and Lucasfilm are in the talks of bringing back Darth Vader in a limited TV series that would consist of just one season and would serve as a direct sequel to Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Though it's unclear as to when they are planning to release the series, they have been in talks with James Earl Jones to reprise his role as Darth Vader for the upcoming project. They are also in the talks of incorporating Darth Vader into the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, and that they are also in the talks with James Earl Jones to come back for the Kenobi series once they begin shooting in July of 2020. Now, it's said that this is Disney's way of handling the future of the Star Wars franchise differently, and that they are looking to please many hardcore fans and even casual fans with the familiar characters on Disney Plus. Now, of course, and Disney and Lucasfilm will be the home of popular characters in Disney Plus, such as Star Wars returning characters in some way, shape, or form. Now, the Vader TV series is only in early development and that they are currently trying to figure out a story. However, it's noted that it will be based just after Revenge of the Sith and would focus on other Jedi during the Jedi Purge and hiding, to also introduce new Jedi characters to explore, and that the series will not be primarily focused on Vader. It's said that this series may even evolve into a Jedi Purge TV series featuring Darth Vader as the main villain in the background for the upcoming project. Now, additionally, it's explained that Disney and Lucasfilm are also trying to explore and trying to make a series that would stay true to one of the Revenge of the Sith stories, that would explore the stories of all the worlds affected by the Empire ruled by Palpatine and Vader throughout the entire galaxy. It's actually said that production for this series will move forward faster depending on the success of the Kenobi series, due for release at some point in time in 2021, to see how it all goes based on the character of Kenobi, and whether or not it will work for Star Wars. Now, of course, in that, they are also planning to develop a brand new Star Wars universe that would be modeled after the MCU, where all the TV series and movies will interconnect with each other in the process. Disney is currently trying to expand the franchise into something completely new, while also exploring some of the fan-favorite characters. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing about this big shift by Disney and Lucasfilm, it may spell that they are in an act of desperation as we speak to make it up to the fans of what happened with The Last Jedi and what happened with the inconsistency of the sequel trilogy, and how the box office of Solo: A Star Wars Story was directly pretty much affected by The Last Jedi's box office, and not the box office, I should say the backlash, and how that affected Solo's box office. So, Not just that, they canceled over 10 years worth of Star Wars movies. Can you believe that? Over 10 years worth of Star Wars movies were canceled because of Solo's box office results. And all of those scrapped ideas of movies are now getting pretty much transferred over into the form of live-action TV series. It's one of the main reasons as to why the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series was originally going to be an actual movie to be released in 2020. However, they wanted to actually get rid of that idea and turn it into an actual TV show on Disney+, which may have actually ended up being a better scenario because you have more character development for Obi-Wan as a character during his solitude on Tatooine, and not just that, it gives them the opportunity to make multiple seasons on that character of Kenobi. Now, the thing about this, alright, Darth Vader as a TV series, the reason as to why I think some fans will like this and not like this is that some fans out there are probably not going to really fully embrace this because Vader's story was already told in the original trilogy, and how we already saw the downfall of Anakin Skywalker into becoming Darth Vader. In my opinion, I think that this is a fantastic move. I mean, what's not to like, about Darth Vader? Telling us more stories about the events after Order 66. Sure, we can learn about that in comics and books and novels, but telling it in the form of a live-action TV series is the best way to do it, in my opinion. Now, the fact that this is also actually said to quite possibly unfold into a Jedi Purge TV series instead, where Darth Vader will just be a background character as a villain, also is very exciting. The fact that Disney and Lucasfilm are in early development of a Darth Vader-centered TV series, it tells us, the fans, that they really are trying to do something big with the franchise. They're trying to change their ways and how they approach Star Wars. Obviously, Disney Plus is going to be their version of the old expanded universe. The old EU, we had a lot of books, novels, and comics. This new Star Wars universe is going to consist of television, where we're going to have an endless amount of TV shows to come that are all going to interconnect with each other. Now, that's not to say that they're not going to be making books and novels. That's still going to come in 2020 and as part of their new Star Wars universe, but the live-action TV series will be the main piece of their new Star Wars universe, and it's all going to be modeled after the MCU. Again, like I say, Kathleen Kennedy came up with this idea of modeling it after the MCU. Not quite sure how I feel about this, but depending on how it will be executed will also depend on whoever takes over Lucasfilm, in the future, whether that be Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni or somebody else entirely new and unknown. So everything related to what Disney and Lucasfilm are trying to do, it just tells us that things are changing, either for better or worse. And when we look at Star Wars, when I look at the sequel trilogy, there is a lot of inconsistencies in there. The fact that they didn't really have a general plan of these 3 new Star Wars movies, it tells us that now they need a plan, and that's exactly what they're doing with Disney+. They are planning a roadmap, an entire roadmap of TV series to come every single year. Every single year, we're going to get a TV show. We got The Mandalorian this year. We got Season 2 of The Mandalorian in 2020. We got the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series in 2021. 2022, we got the Cassian Andor series. And they're also planning to eventually release 2 TV shows a year. So expect to see a TV series in May and in November of each and every year at one point in time. That's currently what they're planning to do in order to keep the Star Wars spirit alive. So, like I say, guys, if you look forward to Star Wars material, Disney Plus seems to be where it's at. In the meantime, while they're developing the new Star Wars movies, the 4th trilogy, if you will, the 3 new Star Wars films that are slated for release in the early to mid-2020s. So, Disney and Lucasfilm, it seems like that they're really trying to, fix their ways of the Star Wars franchise and trying to make it up to the fans. Whether or not the fans will accept, this version of their apology is a big question open on the table for discussion. Again, like I say, it's all dependent on how it's going to be executed, right? That's all that really matters. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.